Hi Capricorn, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your May reading. So you come in underneath the deck with 19, rest and rejuvenation in reverse. So this is saying that you're not taking no time for yourself, Capricorn. You're not taking no time to kind of meditate. It's like it's all go 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 for you at the moment, and it's like you're not gonna win by killing yourself. It's like that kind of message. It's saying to you to just take some time out for yourself. Remember that there is leisure time in this world too. It's not all about working and focus. It's saying that it's asking you to kind of enjoy the moment a little bit more and connect to spirit a little bit more this month, Capricorn. So it's also 19, which is 10, which breaks down to 10 numerologically. So it means that it's like the ending and a new beginning. So like where you've been working hard before, it's like saying that now we're in a new phase. Now we're in a phase where you just need to take some time to come into yourself a little bit more. Possibly it's all about strategizing for you this month, Capricorn. It's all about making sure that you have a goal or a plan. It's about taking some time to still your mind, to bring yourself right back to zero in order to, well, this is 3. This is about starting to gain stability. Your stability is going to come from taking that time to pull back and create a strategy that is going to help you move forward, not just moving forward hastily, not just rushing, Capricorn, not just trying to get it done and ticking lists. It's about pulling your energy back and refocusing your energy this month. So underneath the other deck, we also have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is telling me you're coming out of a period of feeling like you've been left out in the cold. This is telling me that it could be as well that there's some, for some of you, I'm also getting that you're feeling like somebody's not supporting you, or you're feeling like you don't have support. We also have 2 people suffering with illnesses here, and it's about saying maybe you're looking at the people that are around you and are supporting you when you're kind of in this place. It's also talking about there being a doorway. It's like you just need to look at something a bit more positively, because there is this doorway here, and it could be that people are reaching out to you and maybe you're not allowing them to reach you, so to speak. But this suggests that there is a doorway opening up, and you can now move towards more harmonious relationships with the 6 of Pentacles. So your card underneath the other deck is also relationships, and it says relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So for you guys this month, you are looking at your relationships, you are looking at your vulnerability in relationships, you are looking at who's there when you are vulnerable as well. And the rest and rejuvenation card is asking you to kind of slow things down so that you can see what's happening and you can come up with an effective strategy and you can see things clearly. Because your first card coming into the reading is the Page of Wands in reverse. Now this talks about having a little bit of a tantrum. It can talk about feeling like you're not a free spirit, feeling like you want to work but you can't, or feeling like you've been rejected, but in reality maybe you rejected something else, but you're feeling like you're the one that's been rejected. It's that kind of energy. It can talk about children playing up, it can talk about delinquency, it can talk about big massive tantrums, it can talk about just needing to kind of pull your energy in a bit. This is a bit of a childlike energy, yeah. It's asking you just to kind of rein this energy in a bit, yeah. Now it could be that this energy has come because you've had to make a decision here. We have somebody making a decision, we have somebody weighing up the pros and cons of a situation or a plan, let's say. We have somebody that has the world in their hands, but it's like they're not allowed, it's like they have the world in their hands, but they feel like they're not able to go and explore it or something, yeah? It's like there's this restriction, this pulling back of energy. It could be that you really need to refocus your energy more in order to make these plans for the future. It could also be that you kind of got put on the spot in terms of a decision. And when I say put on the spot, we have the Tower card underneath that. So it's like something came in, it was a situation, it happened really quickly. You felt like you was put on the spot. There was some, it could have been that there was a fallout, or some plans went awry. It could also talk about some bad news, or feeling like you got a letter of rejection, or feeling like something came. But you had to make a decision, and you had to kind of make it in that spur of the moment. Yeah, you're now feeling like you're under a lot of pressure, but at the same time you know that there's not long to go until you get to the 10. So it's like it could be for some of you, again, we have illness here because we have him nurturing his wounds. It's about you knowing that you don't have, it could be that you're focused on one thing at the moment because you need to really focus on something like your health, or you're focusing on your children, or you're focusing on your work, but there's one thing that you're focusing on, and it's like you're putting up this kind of barrier as well. It's like you're so self-focused at the moment that there is this kind of barrier, but at the same time it's like you want people to help, but at the same time you've put up this boundary, or this sense of protection. You could also feel like the energy's a bit stagnant and you're trying to manifest, but it's kind of not going anywhere for you at the moment. You could feel like everything's kind of hard work, or a lot of energy at the moment with the 9 as well. We also have the World card, but this is like feeling like everything's okay, but there's still something wrong, there's still something that's not quite right. It's like something took the shine off of something. It's also feeling like maybe the other people are like this godlike entity. Maybe you're feeling a bit vulnerable. Maybe you're feeling like you can't show yourself for what you are at the moment. There could also be health problems. It could be a weakened immune system with this card as well, so you could be working on your immune system. You could be very much focused on your health. You are also putting up these boundaries this month, Capricorn, and that could be in terms of your relationships, and that's why we've had these cards come out in terms of the relationships, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're trying to put up this barrier, but at the same time you're trying to make yourself a little bit vulnerable. But it's like you're having problems doing that. You're all in your head in terms of something. You're feeling trapped by a situation at the moment. You're feeling like you don't have a way out, or nobody's helping you out of a situation. Or just mentally, you're just feeling like you could be in a lot of pain as well. But these swords are also here. You can put these swords down and she can rescue herself. So there's this sense of need to get more clarity, because there could be something that's kind of blocking your view, so to speak. So you can't see that the escape is possible because something is hampering you, let's say. So as we move into the future, you have the Hermit, and this is you taking a good look at yourself. It's you going inside yourself. It's you kind of giving your head a shake and coming out the other side and saying, look, now I know what I'm doing. Now I know where I'm focusing. Now I know where my light's kind of going. It's also could be you pulling your energy back from people, not really wanting to socialize, wanting to get to places quickly and get there and back. There's also a lot of self-criticism. Also with the World in reverse, I feel like you don't feel like you're at your best at the moment. Like you could be thinking about losing weight, but I feel like these are things that you're holding in. These are not how others see you. And maybe it's about you going in and looking at that and realizing that these things are not what they're looking at you for in terms. You do, however, make a decision to move forward, and in doing so, you make this decision to move forward and to not focus on the past and to allow your ships to come in, yeah? So once you've made that strategy, yeah, this is also a 3 as well. That was the 3 as well with the strategy card. It broke down to a 3. So it's about you creating more stability in your life, yeah? I do feel like in terms of romance, you're feeling like a little bit overwhelmed in terms of romance this month. You could be feeling like a lot of things are falling apart in terms of romance or in terms of relationships, but I do feel like a lot of it is because you're putting up these boundaries, and the woman holding her heart is asking you to open your heart more and to allow others to see that side of you. And I feel like once you've done that, it's going to allow, it's this big release after that. Yeah, I think you just need to allow people to just come a little bit closer this month, Capricorn, to just release some of these burdens, to give some of these worries off to other people. You're maybe carrying a lot of things that are maybe not yours to keep, to kind of carry, because the World card can talk about us finishing our karma but then still wanting to stay on and do more, sort of thing. So it's like you're working on karmic cycles at the moment. Yeah, you're working on yourself in terms of family relationships. This could be friends relationships, this could be romantic relationships. You also got the card called Soul Solitude. It says your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. So take care, stay blessed, Capricorn. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. Bye-bye.